Sorry, we're taking
Nope,
that back.
not breaking news. That was last weekend.
Absolutely.
How is everybody today? I'm deleting pictures because I had
Gary
more pictures.
Has done it.
He beat Perrin.
You beat Perrin. Look at you, man. Look at you.
Good morning.
Hot dog.
It's going to be a good day. Go play the lottery.
There you go.
I'm still looking here. So what happened? I don't know. Just everything happened. No, yesterday my dog is like a swimming pool, and I don't understand it. I mean, I know she loves the water. Don't get me wrong, but it's cold in the water.
It is. I mean, the water temperatures are still in the 50s.
It's cold.
So, well, I don't know. So it doesn't seem to bother her.
She loves
She gets
it.
out when she wants to, though.
She
right?
goes in and goes out. Yeah, like constantly.
Okay.
And this is what I felt like this morning, by the way.
Oh, really? You felt like that?
Yes. Good morning, Lee.
How's it going? Welcome. Good to have you here. Yeah, what? What you looking at?
She just won our Bojangles. I think.
Is it Leanne? We had a Leanne.
Are you
just one
from Edenton, Lee?
What are the odds? Could be.
Could be.
Cindy's onto something. If not, there's a Lee Harris.
Yeah.
Well, either way, welcome. It's good to have you here this morning.
Good morning.
And Lee.
Yes, it was me.
Ann says it was her.
So Leigh.
You were excited. And I almost out of breath. Did you have to run for the phone or something? I noticed that when I was talking to you.
She might have been nervous.
Well, that could be. I understand that.
You know, sometimes people get that way.
Absolutely. Well, welcome to our live stream. We do this every day. And you know what?
I'm going to change your name.
Okay. I spelt it wrong. That's why. That's right.
Okay.
Very cool.
There we go. Leigh. See, I'm a Lee too, but it's an Lee in the middle.
Ah, okay.
Well, that's my middle name. So,
I thought it was Lou.
No, Cindy Lou Who. It was nervous.
That's why I thought it was Lou.
No, it's Lee.
Okay, it's Lee.
Yeah, that's just because I'm Cindy Lou Who. Because it's just, don't be a Grinch, be a Cindy Lou Who.
Lee says that you were right. She was nervous.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah, that's okay.
When I'm nervous sometimes, I'll get that, like I can't breathe feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't happen very often with me.
Mike's in the house. Good morning, Mike.
Good, Mike.
How are you? It is Wednesday. It's hump day. And not a bad weather day. We get 61. Leanne gets closer to 70 today. West of the Sounds could be a little bit warmer. Those are nice temps, Maybe a little rain tonight.
Try the soup.
Or tomorrow. A little rain tomorrow afternoon, maybe. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. Hi, Lisa.
Good morning, Lisa. Are you in Raleigh?
Raleigh.
And how long was the parade in Raleigh? Because you walked it with your beagles. Just curious, was it 2 miles?
You walked the parade?
She walked her parade, the Raleigh parade, the Raleigh St. Patty's Day parade.
Yeah.
She sent the picture with the beagles.
Raleigh always does a great thing with whatever they do. I lived in Cary for a couple of years back in the 80s when it was just starting to boom because of the airport. Raleigh-Durham Airport in the 80s became a hub. And it just changed the whole dynamics of that town closest to the airport, which was Cary at the time.
Morning, Cary.
Probably a whole new city there now.
Possibly.
But it was a great place to live. I loved living in Raleigh. I really did. I love living on the Outer Banks too. But Raleigh, the people in Raleigh were just so incredibly nice.
Oh, and you're saying we're not?
No, they were incredibly nice. They were very, very great people. Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, cool. Karen. Good morning, Beth.
Yeah. Beth is in.
So
everybody say hi to Lee. She's a newbie today. She won bow time a few minutes ago. Yes, Lee Harris. You see her right there in the comments. That's her.
Lee in the house.
She is with us this morning. Say hi. Hey, Foy, how are you?
All right. Beth is Manio. Am I right?
I believe so.
Okay. All right. So Lee, we'll give you the quick rundown. Gary lives in. It was a mile. Oh, that's not that bad. Gary lives outside of Cleveland, Ohio, in a place called Richfield. Let's see. Mike lives in Norfolk, but also stays in Corolla. Lisa lives in Raleigh, but also stays in Kill Devil Hill, Kitty Hawk.
There we go.
All right, Beth is in Manio. Foy lives in Franklin, but also lives in Kitty Hawk at Charlie's Angels. Tammy also. My niece from Garner is here with us this week. Oh, okay.
Cool.
They're actually staying down here. It's Girls Week. Forrest, good morning. He is Foy's husband. He is, I'm guessing because it's Girls Week, he's still up in Franklin, Virginia.
That's right. He's probably sitting in his recliner in his underwear going, I ain't got to do nothing today. Busted. Sorry, Forrest.
Hey, Tammy, when we were up in, I don't remember if it was your niece or not, when we were up at the Columbus Day sale at the Sound Feet, was that, I know we met somebody's niece. Was it your niece or was that Foy's niece? I don't remember. I don't remember whose niece it was. It might have even been I don't remember. It was a mile long.
Did we say good morning to Perrin?
We did say good morning to
Gary
Perrin.
beat you here this morning, Perrin.
And Perrin's in Southern Shores. I didn't say where Perrin was, by the way, Lee.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much. And then we'll see a couple other people pop in. There'll be your niece. Okay. All right.
All right.
I knew there was a niece involved, but I couldn't remember which niece it was. Because
See, I knew I was right, Forrest. Join the club. You need a black hat. Gary, get Forrest's address. He needs a hat. He's got the bottoms right. He wants to join the club.
See no evil, hear no evil.
That's
Yep. We're a little interesting at times. We can be.
Oh, Gary.
A lot at times. We are very interesting at times, like most of the time. Yes, I got the okay.
All right, cool.
Good.
Man.
Good morning, Kathy.
Jet black.
And hold on. I don't remember where Kathy is.
Kathy? Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes it happens. Tell everybody where you're from.
Hold on.
We're having a brain thing.
With panties from Victoria's Secret at that. All right, Kathy. Welcome to Lee.
Let's not scare Lee.
Let's not scare her off the first day, Gary. Come on. Reel it in. Or would it be this?
Boy, I heard you took our coworker Brian out.
That's right.
Or you invited him to music bingo last night at Jolly Rogers.
And I heard he went.
Heard he had a good time with his family.
Edenton,
that
that's
was
right.
nice
Kathy,
of you guys to invite him out.
Oh, wait. Oh, so Lee lives in Edenton too.
Right.
Kathy lives in Edenton.
Okay. All right, cool.
27932.
The zip code.
And Hartford is 27944. I remember useless information like this.
That's true.
All the time. We talk about that quite often. Okay, so hold on. I wanted to share something with you guys. What did I just find out? Hold on. Let me go back. I gotta go back.
Okay.
Hang on. I was telling Bill about this. Okay. Be thankful. Well, hopefully you don't have to pay to park where you live.
That doesn't seem right. You know, live on a private street, but whatever.
Yeah. But okay, so if you were in Boston, from Boston, so does Rena. Wait. Rena lives in Edenton too? I didn't know she lived there.
Well, there you go. It's all coming together now.
You didn't win anything. Yeah, I didn't know Tammy. I didn't know Rena lived in Edenton.
Come on.
I had no idea.
You didn't win anything last night, boy?
No,
Really?
Wendy did.
Wendy did? Okay.
Back door.
What's back door?
Somebody's at the back door.
Somebody's at the back door.
I don't know.
I brought you goodies.
Parent brought us goodies.
Shut the door.
Sneak in.
Come on in.
Hold on.
Say hi to everybody. There's a camera on you right there.
Hi guys.
That's Perrin. If
I
you've
was
never
at Wake and Take.
if you've never met Perrin,
Oh.
you were
It
where?
was a cheddar biscuit. Wake and Take.
Wake and Take?
Yeah, it's a bakery over
Really?
by Dowdy's Park.
Okay.
The,
Oh my.
Oh, cheddar biscuit.
Or mackerel, folks.
Hold on.
Those are nice. Digging it.
Anyway, we have a mandatory meeting at 8:30.
Kind of looks like
right.
Pilot
So-
Mountain, doesn't it, Gare?
I had
Will
to.
you stop it?
I had to pick it up.
Yeah.
So
Take it up there.
and take it back to the shop.
Nice.
Everybody's
So,
saying hi,
I was
Perrin.
like,
Everybody's saying hi
guys.
to you.
and I saw they had cheddar biscuits that you
Right.
buy separately. I said, I need 2 for Bill and Cindy.
You rock. Well, thank
Well, that is
you.
really sweet of you.
But I figured also while I'm here, I pick up my antenna and
Well, we got a break to do. Can you hang on for a minute or two?
yeah, I
Okay.
got till 8:30.
All right.
Yeah, but you're getting close. You got 20 minutes.
All
Hold
right,
on.
I'll just say this will
All
take
right,
us
hang
about
on
2
one
minutes.
second here. I was gonna say I can pull up the stool for you, but hang on.
All right. Hang on, guys. Who knows what's going to happen next?
Do that, Cindy.
Mike's up. Your station for the killer hits 102.5, the Shark, Jackson Brown. Who else would it be? Running on empty. 811 Bill and City, the morning killer hits all day and a nice day on tap for us today.
Absolutely. It's going to be sunny, 61 for the coast, near 70 inland. Clouds increasing tonight down to 50, and then partly cloudy tomorrow. Showers developing in the afternoon, 67 for the coast and 75 inland.
All right, 39 right now in Hertford. We got 43 at Barco and 45 at Nags Head at 102.5, the Shark.
And the first surprising thing about it is that was 10 years ago, was 2015.
Okay, it's hard to believe it's been 10
Doesn't
years.
feel that long ago, but Donald Trump was running for president for the first time.
See?
10 years ago,
Wow.
we first met Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, man.
The New England Patriots were embelled with
Oh,
the Deflate Gate.
the amount of air pressure and
Yeah,
the
the football,
Yes,
supposedly, you know. And then the dress.
the dress. Oh,
Do you remember the dress? That
Okay.
viral story? I think it was the dress that was it green or
yeah,
was
that's
it
right. What color was it? That's
gray
right. Yeah,
or
that's right.
something or blue or something? I don't know.
Some kind of optical illusion, I think it was.
But some things that have been slowly starting to disappear since then.
In the last 10
Mhm.
years. All right.
Remember
Mike?
being able to buy like an $800 beater
Oh,
car?
those days
that actually
are long
ran and
gone.
drive? Now you pay like $10,000
I
for a
know.
beater.
It's just crazy, isn't it?
It's insane. Small independent hardware stores.
Oh, I know.
There's only a couple of
You
them.
know, my hometown had one. I think every hometown
Mhm,
had one.
mhm, mhm.
And if you're lucky enough to still have one, it's kind of cool. But yeah, those are kind of disappearing. They really are.
The
yeah.
big thing I miss when you call somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to please press 1 for English, please press 2 for Spanish. How about a real person answering the phone?
And it's just got
Come on.
It's like everybody hides behind their phone system. It's so
Something.
so weird.
And how about because the fact that nobody uses like cash and change anymore, hardly you never find change or coins on the sidewalk.
You find coins in the take a penny, give a penny thing.
Yeah, you
But
find
you
it there.
find quarters and stuff now
Yeah.
because people don't even want change. They
No,
just
they
put it in
don't.
the basket.
How about somebody writing a check somewhere?
Oh, there's places won't even take checks anymore.
Mhm, mhm,
They're like, no, we don't do
mhm,
that. Isn't that
mhm.
crazy?
People smoking cigarettes, they vape now.
That's right. You really don't see that many people
they
just
smell
taking a
like-
drag off a
They'll
cigarette.
have like caramel smells or vanillas or hazelnuts or
I know, and you get in somebody's car and you're like, what the heck are you doing? Oh, I vape occasionally. You do?
they need to come out with a pepperoni flavor.
Oh,
That would smell really good.
I don't know about that.
You don't think?
Pepperoni vape?
Why not?
It might burn,
Pizza.
that's like burn your nostrils or something, you know?
Pizza.
Well, pizza, now we're talking.
Pizza.
We get a little better. Get the
Pepperoni.
cheese and the butter in there.
Oh, and the sauce.
Maybe a
the
vape that
crust.
smells like that when you first slice into a calzone. Oh, that is,
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
Definitely.
Earl, get him on.
We
Yeah.
need a calzone
Yep.
stat. Thanks. Coming up within 10 minutes. Stick around. We've got Today in Music and more killer hits coming up.
I'm always yelling at Earl. Earl doesn't exist, obviously.
I know.
Nobody's supposed to know that.
Earl's standing right there in the corner. What are you doing, Cindy?
Parents sees Earl. He's there.
All right,
You are so mean to Earl.
I will be
All right.
back in a minute.
Gotta be quiet going down the hallway. We're gonna get Perrin an antenna.
She can just stay right here if she wants.
Yeah, have a seat in a chair.
Have it pop.
Well, we're gonna do an interview for Perrin and find out something about Perrin that we don't know. All right, it's okay. She's got a good excuse. We'll be the fall guys for this.
Of course
Right,
you will.
so-
You always are the fall guy.
So, Perrin, tell us how this all started. Your love affair with the Outer Banks, the fact that you're from Scotland's Neck,
Yeah, Scotland Neck, North Carolina.
and how did you end up on the Outer Banks the first
My
time?
grandfather bought cottages.
Okay,
One of the first cottages he had were the 2 flat tops over near the old Holiday Inn.
now
Near Bowie 9?
did he buy them from Mr. Stick, the
No.
developer? So they'd already been bought one time before then.
That I don't know.
Okay,
Anyway, he sold those 2 cottages and bought the cottage I have now in
okay,
Southern Shores.
all right.
Diddy says in 1952. County says 1955.
Somewhere in the 50s.
But it is a spec house. back in the day, that's how a contractor got their license.
Oh, okay.
They built the house, got it inspected from the ground up, plumbing, electrical, all of that.
We're talking Southern Shores in case you didn't catch that. There's a architectural style there that started in the late 40s or 50s, the flat tops. And you still see them as you drive through Southern Shores to this day. There's, I don't know, a couple of dozen of them at least.
I think there's 19 or 24 left, somewhere in there.
They're very distinctive, and they've got a great style, kind of just pigeonholes Southern Shores, which is not, as far as towns are concerned, not that old, really.
Well, like I said, 52, 55, depending on if we're talking to my dad or talking to the county.
Right.
But we bought it 3 months after it was built.
Okay.
And bought it for $3,000.
Holy shit.
$3,000.
That's it.
Wow.
Man, you can't even buy a beater car for that anymore. We were just talking about it.
Yep.
All right, look, I know you've got to go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Perrin. I appreciate you. And I appreciate the cheddar biscuits. Boy.
Yeah.
All right. So Perrin's got to sign her life away just to get an antenna.
Well, we just want to know where she is.
That way,
antenna works.
Because we're going to do a follow-up and see how
Lori.
the reception was for you. We're talking about the free TV that's available in most parts of Dare County.
The actual TV, but viewing of TV.
Yeah, free TV. It's part of our company. We're actually on one of them right now. Okay, so it's happening not only on Facebook,
24/1.
24/1.
24/1.
Not only Facebook, not only YouTube, but channel 24/1 out of the air and for free.
Gary wants to know if since you're in charge now, Perrin, if he can win a cup.
Yeah, I'm sorry. She's just.
Gary, you are just not worthy because you don't live here anymore. Darling. I love you.
Them fighting words.
Man.
Aren't I on a diet? Yeah, well, that's why I haven't eaten the thing yet. But you know what? I can taste it. And I'm sort of on a diet.
Taste it.
Thanks for reminding me, Mike. Because I kind of.
Absolutely.
I haven't been bad, but I haven't been good either. But anyway.
So the whole antenna thing is, if you're old like we kind of are, you remember the days before cable anyway. So you understand the whole concept. There are some people that don't get the fact that you can pick up TV just like the radio out of thin air. So we're trying to educate them and tell them about our TV stations too, which are pretty cool. All right. You guys have a great one. Oh, all right. That's fine.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
The stool is in my way. How do we do this? It's tight.
Very cool. All right. So part 2 of the David Frost interview with Perrin. Or who's still alive now? Who's the other guy? The old CBS guy, Dan Rather.
Okay.
He still does these big interviews, and he's long retired.
Yes, he is.
But he does these great interviews.
He's way older than I am.
I'm sure he is. I mean, way older. He's probably got to be pushing 90.
Yeah.
But he does great interviews. So, but that's really a cool thing. We were talking about the flat tops. It's really, if you like Outer Banks history, I think Kristen does. You would want to know about the history of these of Southern Shores, how it came to be, and how the flat tops were thought up as they started. They started a whole little town there. So.
Yeah. Well, I know that my grandfather and grandmother used to go to Florida.
Right.
Yes, in the winters.
And there's a lot of flat tops there.
And leave our hardware store to my dad.
Oh, wow. That kind of hit, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have a picture of them in front of a flat top.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Wow.
So, anyway.
That's cool.
You're going to be late.
You, Perrin. That's awful
You're
sweet
going
of
to be
you.
late.
In more ways
They
than
can't do
one.
anything until I'm there.
That's true.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you, Perrin.
Just get them on speakerphone and start the meeting in the car. All right.
Okay.
Hi, Chris. Chris is here from Richmond, Virginia.
Yep.
Who's going to be down here. Oh, by the way, I don't think I haven't told.
You haven't told me.
Chris, I haven't told Cindy the final word on this. We've got starting is it next week? Is it next Monday? It is. We've got an intern for a week.
Do we?
Yes, Maddie is going to be with us.
Oh, cool.
Is this a legit deal? That's right.
That was cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
She's going to learn a lot about broadcast radio, media, digital, technology,
Very cool.
websites, Facebooks, and all this cool
Very
stuff.
cool. Very cool.
And we're happy to have her. And if you remember, Maddie was the one that actually, she says, I'm interested in doing what you guys kind of do and like to know
I
more.
remember her.
So we're more than happy to do that. So Chris is on here. How you doing? Looking forward to that. Absolutely.
I was wearing my my hoodie yesterday, my red hoodie that Chris brought me.
Aha.
I can't
Okay. That's
Why am I
cool.
brain deading?
Mike is right. Cable is expensive.
Cable
now.
is expensive. Satellite is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Streaming services, if you think about all the different ones you might have to get,
It
is
adds up pretty
expensive.
quick. No, that's not what that means, Lori. That is not what that means.
Looking forward to that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, Maddie can take over.
Well, it's our goal we're going to get her on the air. We're going to get Maddie on the air as part of the morning show. One of the mornings, one of the days that she is here.
When she first came in, when I first met her, when I first met Chris, what happened? We were on the other station across the hall, and we had her do a weather forecast.
Yeah, we did. That's right.
I remember that.
That is so true.
Sure.
Far out.
I guess it means, we have an intern. That means I can take off. Yeah, maybe next week.
No.
Just kidding.
Within reason. It's a grand tradition to have the intern do something interesting during the week.
Not like go get coffee or something. No.
We'll have to think of something really good. Nothing embarrassing, but just fun. Just fun. I have to think about that.
I thought of something. We
What's
could
that?
do a little mini road trip.
Yeah, we could do that.
And remember what Foy gave us?
I do.
We could have her.
Oh, that's a great idea. We've got the perfect thing, Chris.
Possibly, maybe.
Yep. Maddie will remember this for a long time, and it'll be a lot of fun. Yes, indeed.
It's hard to walk in.
Yeah, don't even say anymore. Don't give it away.
Kidding.
Don't give it away.
Gary is definitely interesting. Mm-hmm.
He sure is.
All right, Gary says he's here in spirit. Okay. Let me think where Gary's okay. All right. All right. So we were talking about so Perrin mentioned here that they bought the house for $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
Before she actually got here, I was getting ready to tell you guys. In Boston.
Okay.
Did I tell you this? In a garage in Beacon Hill, around the corner from Boston Common. Right by the famous Cheers, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Yeah, there is, which by the way, the average house in America costs $419,000 according to Fortune.com.
Isn't that crazy?
But this parking space in Boston,
a parking space,
just sold in a parking garage for $750,000.
$750,000.
But $750,000 for the parking spot sounds like a lot, but it's actually more than that, because the particular garage that this parking space is in charges $400 a month in fees.
Wow.
And the property taxes are $291 a month. So not only are you paying the $750,000 off to own this parking space, but you are also paying $691 to park there
a ride
every month.
And they're not even going anywhere.
That is insane. Hang on.
That's just too much. Crazy.
I can't.
Makes no sense. All right. Today in Music on the Way. We'll be right back with you. Talk amongst yourself for just a second.
I have no idea what you said.
Oh, okay. Mike's up. Your station for the killer hits, 102.5, The Shark. There it is, Stevie Wonder, and you haven't done nothing for me lately. Bill and Cindy in the morning, killer hits all day. It is 8:25.
I was just thinking of Eddie Murphy. What have you done for me lately?
Eddie. Yeah.
All right, mostly sunny today. We should see high 61 along the coast, near 70 inland. Clouds increasing tonight down to 50, partly cloudy tomorrow. Showers developing in the afternoon at 67 for the coast, 75 inland.
All right, right now, temps around the area 39 in Hertford, 43 in Barco, 45 in Nags Head at 102.5 The Shark.
And it's time now for Today in Music, brought to you by Bojangles. At Bojangles, they serve up those hot, fresh, made from scratch buttermilk breakfast biscuits all day, every day. Anytime you're ready, it's bow time.
All right, it was 2001. Former Spice Girl Jerry Halliwell. Her London home was broken into, and intruders left obscene notes on the walls, stole the singer's computer and stereo, and threw milk and fruit drinks on the wall.
What jerks.
They also stole a necklace that previously had belonged to actress Liz Taylor.
What
That's
jerks.
something. 1999, country singer George Jones walked out of the hospital 13 days after a near-fatal traffic accident. He was 67 at the time, and he thanks Vanderbilt University's medical center and doctors and all the nurses before climbing aboard his tour bus for the ride home to a Nashville suburb.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I guess technically he got escorted home. Yeah. 1982, Randy Rhoads. He was 25 years old. He was the lead guitarist of Ozzy Osbourne's band, and he was killed when the plane in which he was flying, dummy, what could go wrong, buzzed Osbourne's parked tour bus. It clipped it, and it crashed into a house in Leesburg, Florida.
That's really, really sad, man.
Yep. 1974, Jefferson Airplane renamed themselves Jefferson Starship. 1957, Elvis Presley bought Graceland.
Yeah.
In Memphis for $102,500.
In 1957.
That's crazy, though.
It is, but that's the price of real estate then, and that was a big deal then.
Absolutely, it was.
How about music birthdays?
Quite a few birthdays for musicians. Ricky Wilson, he's the guitarist with the B-52s, Rock Lobster and Love Shack, 72. Billy Sheehan, he plays the bass. He was in David Lee Roth Band, Mr. Big, Steve Vai's band. He is 72.
All right.
Derek Longmuir, I guess that's how he says his last name. He's the drummer with Bay City Rollers, SATUR, PAY, Night. He's 74. Ruth Pointer, part of the Pointer Sisters, she is 79.
All right.
And Tom Constantin, he's a keyboardist with the Grateful Dead from 68 to 70. He is 81 years young.
Right. That is Today in Music. Stick around. News and weather together within 10 more killer hits coming up.
It's tough to park in Boston. It's tough to park sometimes in Manhattan. It's tough to park a lot of downtown cities, but $750,000 for a parking space, and then on top of that, $681 a month just to park there. I think I would not have a car. I think I'd be riding a bicycle everywhere.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's just crazy. I remember one of the radio stations I worked for. We had a parking garage underneath the building that we worked in. But they paid for my parking, thank goodness. If not, I want to say it was like $400 a month to park there.
Are you kidding me?
But the cool part was, I had a garage at my house that I lived in at the time. So I'd walk out of my house into my garage, get in my car, back out, drive to work,
right? Pull
underneath the building, get out, get in the elevator, go upstairs to the fourth floor, and I would never be like outside.
Oh.
Officially,
the
whole time. So if it was cold, if it was cold outside, I didn't, I couldn't technically feel it because, like I said, I'd go from my garage to my other garage. Have a great day, Victoria, and have fun with the man McGram. Sorry, tell your girls I said I'm sorry,
Mike. But do you know the name of that movie, Mike? I do remember it. It was the 1970s movie, wasn't it? It was after the Andy Griffith Show.
I don't think I have.
Yeah. Now he didn't play a bad guy when he played the character Lonesome Rhodes in that black and white movie where he played essentially a rock star in the 50s.
Oh, wow. I didn't know about that one.
And he had this just wild, outlandish personality and attitude, and just if you look back and watch that movie now, it's like, okay, it's like
Andy Griffith.
Yeah, well, yeah, he just like, you can't believe it. But I remember the movie you're talking about. Yep, he played a bad guy.
I don't know it.
It's kind of hard to say. I don't remember the name of it either, but I do remember the movie.
Here we go. Maybe snooze. Whatever. Remind me later. What was the movie that Andy Griffith played a bad guy in?
Let's see if they find it.
Dun, 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 dun,
So that Google
dun.
can come up with here.
Hold on.
What's it say?
Actually, Murder in Coweta Country, where he
Hey.
played John Wallace, a man who is opposite of Johnny Cash's character, which was Sheriff Lamar Potts.
Johnny Cash was in that movie?
That was a 1983 TV movie.
Okay.
It was based on a true story. There's also Savages, which was a TV movie. What the heck? Hold on, Andy. Then there's a classic of A Face in the Crowd.
A Face in the Crowd is the music one I was telling you about.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
I'll have to go look.
And that's where, if you go to the Pioneer Theater downtown, you know, they've got the iconic picture of Andy standing on a tall stepladder, putting his name on the marquee.
Oh, sure.
And that
No way.
movie was showing.
Cool.
So any big artist or anybody that comes in and plays the Pioneer Theater, they get the opportunity to do the Andy, where they put the ladder. They put that ladder out there, same marquee.
Oh,
and they come up there and they put their name up on the marquee.
Put Andy Griffith plays bad guy. He just went to YouTube and did that. Okay, I'm going to IMDb here.
Mike, it sounds like the same movie. The one with Johnny Cash too. It sounds like it could be the same one. Based on a true story. Cindy said that.
Andy Griffith. Here we go. Hold on. Andy Griffith Show, the new Andy Griffith Show, Andy Griffith Show reunion, Andy Griffith Show reunion back to Mayberry, Andy Griffith Don Knotts.
Andy Griffith just because?
Andy Griffith. Hold on. All right, let's see. Gosh, that was a long time ago. Matlock Waitress. He played Old Joe. That was in 2007.
Okay.
He was in. Hold on. He was Grandpa Joe and Play That Game.
Have you seen the Play the Game, right?
Play the Game.
That was like his last movie, wasn't
Yep.
it?
That was 2009.
That is a comedy, and it is hilarious.
He was on Dawson's Creek. I didn't know that. He was on one
Wow.
episode of Dawson's Creek. Interesting.
Mike says, yep, that's the one. Johnny Cash played in it too.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
And that was the one, the Cowett County, whatever
Cowett
it is.
County.
Murder in Coweta County.
Coweta County, okay.
Mm-hmm. There was
All
also The Demon Murder Case, which was a TV movie.
Ooh.
He was on Fantasy Island.
Look, the boss, Andy Griffith.
He was on Saturday Night Live.
Andy Griffith was on Saturday Night Live.
He was on Saturday Night Live back in 1982, one episode.
Wow.
It says Andy Taylor and it says uncredited. So
Interesting.
there's also Murder in Texas, which was a TV movie.
Man.
There's a bunch of he did a lot of TV movies.
I
TV miniseries.
I never got to meet Andy. For some reason, all my time here on the Outer Banks, our paths never crossed. But I do know the guy that fixed his TV.
Oh, Hunt Thomas.
Yeah.
The story Hunt Thomas tells.
Mhm. Well, you can't tell. Yeah, Hunt will have to tell that story. But Hunt, we can tell this much of it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hunt lived at one time.
Kinda
He was
next door.
Andy Griffith's next door neighbor.
Yeah.
Back when there was like a half a mile of woods between the two of them.
Right.
But their land butted up against his mom and dad's land.
Yep.
Yada yada yada. But now there's all kinds of houses in between those two properties. So, but he got a call one night. And it was Andy seeing if he could come over.
It was
and
his wife calling,
his wife
saying, "Can you
called
come? You
Hunt.
know all these gadget things.
say, come help Andy
Andy's-
with his TV. He's having a little
He's having little problems." Yeah.
So I'm going to save that story because we're going to Hunt has retired. Did
He
you know
has
that?
retired. I know that. I had a
We're gonna
conversation with him
we'll
2
have
nights
him here
ago.
on the show, and he can
We'll
talk.
do that.
We'll talk about
was actually
Outer
pretty
Banks
interesting.
stuff.
It was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, when he comes, in. That'll be fun.
Hold on. What am I looking for?
Yes, Gary.
He was on the Sullivan
No
Show.
Time for Sergeant. That was a funny movie too.
All
I
right.
loved it.
A Face in the Crowd.
Yeah.
1957 was his
Okay.
first movie. The United States Steel Hour TV series, Playhouse 90 TV. No Time for Sergeants, Private Will Stockdale. Yep, okay. That was in 1958.
Right.
He was in Onion Head in 1958.
Okay. Onion Head.
He was on the Ed Sullivan Show, one episode. He was on the Danny Thomas Show for one episode.
All right.
Oh, but on the Danny Thomas Show, he played Andy Taylor.
See, that was the lead in to the Andy Griffith Show.
Mhm,
He
okay.
played a small town sheriff,
That makes sense.
and Danny Thomas was on a road trip and went through
Oh, Mayberry.
and got a ticket.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it was kind of funny
All
because
right.
he was also the justice of the peace,
Right.
and so it was one of those small town things where the sheriff was everybody.
Which is Andy Griffith.
Yeah, and
which is
Danny
the
Thomas is like, oh man, I've been snookered. He had to getting his wallet out and laying the money down. And before you know it, there was the Andy Griffith Show on TV.
He was also in The Second Time Around in 1961.
Okay, cool.
Good Morning World, one episode in 1957.
All right.
He was on Gomer Pyle USMC, 2 episodes.
Go.
That was in 1966 to 1968, and Andy Griffith Show from 1960 to 1968, 249 episodes. Angel in My Pocket.
Okay.
That was a 1969 movie. Mayberry RFD. Headmaster TV series. Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. He was there on one episode. The new Andy Griffith Show was 10 episodes. Mod Squad. It was 1 episode. The Strangers in 7A. That was a TV movie. Hawaii Five-0, 1 episode. The Doors Day Show, 1 episode.
Wow.
Here's Lucy. Go Ask Alice. He was in that TV movie.
Okay.
There's a lot of TV. I mean, it just goes on and on.
Does.
He was on The Bionic Woman one time.
That's interesting.
It is kind of interesting. He was in this thing called Adams of Eagle Lake. Two episodes of that.
All
He
right.
played the sheriff. Washington Behind Closed Doors. It was a TV miniseries. He was on 6 episodes of that.
Okay.
10 episodes of a TV miniseries called Centennial.
Right.
Yeah, there's just
He was in a music video for Brad Paisley's song "Waiting on a Woman," and they actually sang the song together. And that was taped here at the Outlets Mall
Oh wow.
back in the 2000s.
He was in a video game. He had
He was in a video game.
Close Combat, A Bridge Too Far. He was the British voice.
Can you see his agent? Andy, I got a part for you.
Yeah.
Well, what is it?
Like I said, he was on.
Sarah?
Like I said, he was on Dawson's Creek 1 episode, Family Law 1
Okay.
episode. This is just Waiting on a Woman. Brad Paisley.
Now, I'm supposedly our coworker Ray Turner was there when that video was being shot
Oh, maybe.
because he's tied in with country music.
Yep.
And Brad Paisley's people says, "Hey, Brad's in your backyard. You might want to go down and see him. He's shooting a video with Andy Griffith."
That's pretty cool.
So Ray, we'll have to have Ray in here. He could tell that too.
Mm-hmm.
Ray hightails it down there and spends kind of the day doing that stuff. And you know what he got? They gave him a memento from that video. In that video, there's a part where Andy is it's like he's getting ready for his lady
Mm-hmm.
because the whole thing is waiting on a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And the old guy's telling the young guy, says, "Son, you just got to make time for waiting on a woman." So he has this part where he's, I think they're down on Coquino Beach. It's windy and all those big sand dunes down to that area, like ramp 1, ramp 2.
Right.
And then it shows him a scene, Andy's shaving with a little razor and stuff. They gave Ray the razor.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Isn't that cool? I think it is.
All right. Mike said it's not, and it's supposed to be in.
Gary says he was on Hee Haw too. Now I believe that. I
Should
think.
be, in. I believe it too, but I didn't see Hee Haw on here. It didn't say, but that's okay. I believe it. Yeah, that would have been in 2008, or that would have been in
Okay.
2008 with the Brad Paisley video.
Yeah.
I don't know what Mike is saying. I think
He's trying to get the name of the movie straight.
it's
still,
oh. Okay, there we go.
so we can find it.
It's not and. It's
We'll
supposed to
have
be an in.
I'm going to
Okay.
search that and find that and watch it. Now that you say that, Mike, thanks for mentioning it. And this is proof that this particular thing we do here every day can just take a turn and just
You never know where it's going to go.
no. So and it just so happens that I love to talk about Andy Griffith. So
Andy
it's
Griffith is
easy
cool.
for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't think? There's a couple of people that don't think Andy Griffith's cool, I'm sure, but that's
My
all right.
daughter has no idea. I think at one point in time she had no idea who he was until I told her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Oh yeah, that guy.
But
With
this
the
is
funny
the same
little
daughter. This is the same daughter that's never watched The Wizard of Oz.
Whew, wow. Okay.
She refuses. She hasn't watched The Sound of Music either. She refuses.
Isn't that something?
She's like, I'm not interested. I don't care. I'm like, okay. This is also the same daughter that when I would get her a Happy Meal, she wouldn't eat her French fries.
What's the
Yes,
deal with that?
I don't know. But she would eat the heck out of some broccoli and Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
I don't
Checking the
know.
time here.
A little bit weird. It was a little odd, but
Right.
I'm like, she doesn't eat French fries. I love French fries. So I was convinced she wasn't my daughter, that she was switched at birth. So,
Oh man.
oh well, who knows?
All right, Mike, thanks for bringing that up. I appreciate that. It's just funny how things just take a turn.
So yeah. Uh-huh.
How's your fat lip?
Well, it's itching now because I guess it's healing.
Okay,
because it had a bruise and it's itching and it's driving me crazy.
The cheddar biscuit's still warm?
No.
We're gonna have to heat them up.
Yep.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Gary said one episode of Hee Haw.
I don't see. It didn't list Hee Haw, but maybe it did. I don't know. Maybe I went too fast.
Maybe it's television.
He was waitress. He was in the movie Waitress too. Oh, it has everything TV too.
Okay.
Oh, he was in the TV movie called Gramps. He was on the Love Boat. Did Fantasy Island. I told you that. Saturday Night Live. I didn't see it.
Who did play Otis on the Andy Griffith Show? Tammy?
Oh.
Yeah.
See, now you would
I don't know his name. He was the only one in town that was married. We do know that.
Yes, we did know that. That's kind of funny. Town drunk. Hold on. We're gonna find out.
Look that up.
I'm going to.
We can
Hold on.
Tell Tammy before she looks it up.
Hold on, cast and crew. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. No. Don't tell me. I'm averting my eyes. Who am I looking for? Otis.
Tammy's already spilled the beans, but that's okay.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
It's
her question. It's her topic.
I know. Otis is. I still haven't found him.
Ooh, Tammy, must be hard to find this answer.
Did she already spill it?
Well, she did? I think that's what she's saying is the answer.
Hal Smith?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I know why I'm not finding his name. Oh, yeah, Hal Smith. There he is. Yeah. And you know who played Ernest T. Bass? His name is Howard Morris. So we've got yet another Howard. Another Howard.
Yep. That's funny.
I'm like seeing all these. Yeah, this is kind. All right. Who played Aunt B?
Oh yeah, Frances Bouvier. Isn't that correct?
Bavier.
Something like that.
Bavier.
Right.
Who played Goober? Goober.
George Lindsay.
Very good. Who played Floyd?
Oh wow.
Another Howard.
Yeah.
Howard's a popular name. It was Howard McNear that played Floyd.
Well, Gary, it's not funny. It's just the way life is sometimes, I guess. For Otis, it definitely made a difference.
Maybe that's why he was drunk all the time, because he was married.
Poor guy.
That is kind of ironic. It's kind of the irony in that. The only one that was married, and he's the only one that's drunk all the time.
Okay. They say that I know the trivia. They want me to play trivia with them.
Oh, boy. Okay. Barney and the Haunted. Oh, that was funny when Andy was upstairs, and that was a very funny one. I like that one.
I like the loaded goat. Remember the goat ate the dynamite?
That ate the dynamite.
Yeah, that one was a funny one. And anyone that the Darlings were in, the musical family.
Oh yeah, the Darlings.
The guy that went on to play Uncle Jesse in the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yes.
Yep.
And
they're trying. Remember that part where it's like, "Hey, what song do y'all want to play, boys? Let's see. How about hit your mama with a big old stick? Oh, Paul, that one makes me cry." Stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, boy, the boys sure are excited about that news, Barney. And you look over at the Darlings and like,
they have the personality of a wet noodle.
Yes, exactly.
Floyd, the actor, had a stroke, and that's why he was sitting in most scenes.
Yeah.
I did not know that. See, learn something new every day.
I think he got like 2 seasons in, I believe. I'd heard that somewhere.
Lisa's nickname is Otis when she's drunk.
Really?
Okay, that's kind of funny. All right, so who played Thelma Lou?
Oh, she just passed away. Like she was one of the last cast
Betty
members.
Lynn.
Betty Lynn,
not Betty Lou, but Betty Lynn.
Mount Airy to the Andy Griffith weekends and stuff, and still she would go there and
Mount
do
Pilot?
public appearances.
To Pilot Mountain.
And Aunt B
I know you told me this story. I was like, wow.
After she retired from acting, she moved to North Carolina to Siler City and bought a house there and lived the rest of her days in Siler City, North Carolina, a town that was mentioned almost every week. Mount Pilot and Siler City. Remember those two towns?
Yep.
That's where she lived and passed away.
And then every now and then they throw out that Raleigh.
That's right. Oh, we talked about that yesterday. I'll head out to Raleigh, get yourself a room at the Y. Man, that's
because if
who
you think
gets a room at the Y?
The
anymore?
YMCA doesn't do that anymore. That's why. We were talking about. Why were we talking about that?
I don't know. Oh, it was during the parade Sunday.
YMCA.
Yeah, we were playing the song YMCA, and you started talking about Andy Griffith.
Yep.
That's right, Mount Pilot.
Mount Pilot. Pilot Mountain, or as Gary would say, the boob. The school. That was Helen Crump.
Oh yeah, old lady Crump.
That was Miss. Well, supposedly,
right.
This is just. It's allegedly or supposed that he and Miss Crump were
the teacher were actually a couple.
But well,
in real life, maybe.
Yeah, but it was kind of like an affair.
Oh,
because I think he was married.
Andy was married a couple of times. You're right. Well, I don't know.
I think it was during his first I do that
they got married on one of the reunion TV shows, Tammy.
I think they did.
As a part of the
Wow, the Darlings were a fictional bluegrass.
Yes, on the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were the Dillards. Yep. Yes, they did get married. I think it was on the reunion. But no, evidently Andy and Helen were an actual behind the scenes couple that nobody really it was kind of public knowledge, but it wasn't.
Now, Chris, I believe a couple of those Dillard boys were at one of the bluegrass festivals recently here on Rhode Island.
They were. I remember reading something about that. And then we were watching the Andy Griffith show one time, and the Darlings were on there.
Gotcha.
And of course, Ernst T. He was trying to
Mountain Wedding. Remember when Andy dressed up in the bride's dress?
No, it was Don.
Don Knotts. Barney.
Yeah. He dressed up in it, and then she snuck off. Yeah, so she could go marry her fiance, guy, as opposed to Ernst T. But what happened? Shoot, what was that? Oh, we were watching the Darlin showed up, and I looked at Mr. D, and I said, "Look, that's Uncle Jesse." He goes, "No, it's not." I'm like, yes, it is. That's Uncle Jesse from the Dukes of Hazzard. No, it's not. Yes, it is. And how about when he got all like sweet on Aunt B?
Oh,
when Uncle Jesse got all sweet.
Oh, sweet, yeah, that's right.
Different Uncle Jesse, by the way. Hold on, real quick though.
No, not that one. Yeah.
Speaking of Uncle Jesse,
we do have a couple of picks. We haven't done picks in a little bit.
We haven't. Hold on. Do I have him here? Yeah. Speaking of Uncle Jesse,
I think he looks like Sean Cassidy.
That's what I was thinking.
But that's John Stamos.
That's John
the
Stamos.
Same guy that's standing behind Cindy right now as we speak.
The pharmacist. Oh, she was also on Father Knows Best. She was the oldest daughter on Father Knows Best. Oh no, are you kidding?
I remember that day. I had not moved back to the Outer Banks.
Ernest T.
Yeah, the day that Andy passed away. I remember that. It was in.
So if we went and looked, I
don't know.
Well, and then of course his religion, he was buried within like 6 hours of passing away.
Yeah, that's something. All right, we got Cindy's jokes of the day and the killer workday kickoff getting ready to happen. And
hang on, guys.
I don't think we have any food to talk about. Maybe I do. I've got a little bit.
Oh, a recipe?
Yeah,
Bisquick and cheddar cheese. I said Bisquick and cheddar cheese.
Perrin's recipe. Perrin will get a recipe in any way she can, right? I said Perrin will get a recipe in any way she can, right? That's what it is. All right. All right, mic's up. Your station for the killer hits 102.5 The Shark. It's the Thompson Twins and Hold Me Now. Good morning to you. 8:50. Bill and Cindy, the morning killer hits all day. You got your killer workday kickoff off and coming within minutes.
Look forward to some sunshine today. High 61 along the coast. Near 70 inland. Clouds increasing tonight down to 50. Partly cloudy tomorrow. Showers developing in the afternoon. 67 for the coast and 75 inland.
All right, right now we got 43 in Edenton, 50 in Buxton, 46 in Nags Head at 102.5 The Shark.
I found a wooden shoe in my toilet yesterday.
You found a what?
A wooden shoe in my toilet
A
yesterday.
wooden shoe?
It was clogged.
Okay. Next.
I slept like a log last night. I woke up in the fireplace.
All right.
I just got hit in the head with a soda can a few minutes ago.
Oh.
Thankfully, it was a soft drink. I'm sorry,
It
but
was
they were
a
stupid,
soft
but they were
drink.
funny. I actually have a couple of from the Dolly Parton.
All right, we can do this. We'll do mine another time.
Oh, unless you want to do
No,
yours.
because I didn't send you a picture or the picture
That's
of the
true.
card.
That's true.
So I was going
That's
to talk about
very,
it if
very
nobody had
true.
one, but we can talk about Dolly.
All right. So what did hold on? What did we miss here? Gary was in love with the farm. The day he passed, we moved into our home in Nags
Oh,
Head.
wow.
Oh wow, that's kind of interesting.
That is very interesting.
Hang on here. We've got two different ones we can choose from. Let me see which one we should go with. We can go with au gratin potatoes
So we're on to the food portion of the show.
or hot wing dip with celery sticks.
Oh, potatoes.
Let's get au gratin potatoes.
They're not rotten. They're au gratin.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to read it off of. Ooh, I'm gonna have to open it a different way here, because it's really small print.
Okay.
Are these the au gratins? Oh, these are the au gratins. Okay.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to put this up there, even though you're not really going to be able to see it that well. Just warning you ahead of time, because it's very small print. Let me get the gratin potatoes. Here we go. Okay, this is out of Dolly Parton. An error occurred. Wait a minute. Oh, it's uploading now. Okay. Corned beef and cabbage.
Lee,
I'm glad you didn't invite me.
it was great. Lee, it was great to have you on. I hope you come back and see us again one morning or every morning. You're invited. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
See, you can't really read it
Oh, I see what it is.
unless you're seeing it on like a big screen TV.
Right.
If you have the antenna, it actually works.
So what's in it?
Okay,
Potatoes.
let me do this.
Does
so I
it
can
tell you
actually-
what kind of potatoes?
Hold on.
You know.
All right, potatoes. To make the potatoes,
Mhm.
1/4 cup butter plus 1 tablespoon melted, 2 pounds of medium to large red skinned potatoes,
All right.
1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil,
Okay.
1 teaspoon chopped fresh parsley, 1 teaspoon salt, 1/4 cup all purpose flour, 2 cups half and half, white teaspoon ground white pepper, 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon onion powder, 1/2 cup grated white cheddar cheese, 1 cup grated Parmesan cheese. And then for the topping, you need Ritz crackers, Okay. So then we get to the actual recipe.
All right.
Preheat the oven, 350.
Okay.
Grease it. Well, yeah. Wash and peel potatoes. Slice them into 1/4 inch thick rounds and transfer them to a medium pot. Fill the pot with water to cover. Stir in the olive oil, parsley, and salt. Bring to a boil, then lower the heat and cook for 12 minutes. Drain into colander. Okay.
Are we par cooking these? Do you think, or
I don't know. It says 12 minutes. If they're
12
sliced thin, they're
they
probably
might
going to be
already
like
cook?
they're probably going to be
The
done.
worst thing that can happen is that you don't cook those potatoes long enough, and then it comes mealtime and they're
Crunchy
crunchy
and they're nasty.
It's
And
like,
yeah,
what happened?
yeah, no.
So,
Then you melt the remaining 1/4 cup of butter on medium heat in another saucepan.
mhm.
Add the flour, stir to continue, cook for 1 minute. Do not let it brown. Add the half and half, the white pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. Cook,
Right.
stirring constantly until the mixture just begins to thicken. 5 to 6 minutes is what that should take.
Okay.
Then you add the white cheddar and you stir until it's melted, and then add the Parmesan, as Scott would say, Parmesan, and then continue stirring until it melts into a thick sauce.
Gotcha.
Kind of sounds like fondue.
Yeah, I think so.
Layer a third of the potatoes in the prepared baking dish and top with a third of the cheese sauce. Add a second layer using half of the remaining potatoes and top with the half of the remaining cheese sauce. Repeat to create a third layer, spreading the remaining sauce over the top. Loosely cover with foil and bake for 40 minutes.
Oh man.
Remove the casserole dish from the oven. Make the topping in a small bowl. You combine the cracker crumbs, the melted butter, and the parsley mixed together. Sprinkle over the casserole. Return to the oven and bake uncovered until golden brown on top and bubbling 20 minutes more.
Sorry,
So it's
Tabby.
going to take, and then let it sit for 10 minutes before serving. So it's going to take, does it say how long? An hour and 10 minutes cook time, prep time, 25 minutes. Makes enough
Right.
for 8
Okay.
people.
I think we need to change the entire name of this show. to-
Food?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. It's beyond that. Getting Fat with Bill and Cindy. Let's just cut to the chase. Tammy just says, look, I was going to start doing smoothies for breakfast today. You're killing me with cheddar biscuits and potatoes.
How to get fat with Bill and Cindy.
We've got a plan.
And not the PHAT fat,
That's right.
the SAT fat. Oh my gosh, that's kind of funny. All right, so Laura's having corned beef and cabbage.
Oh, is this
Tonight.
like a
Or are you
late,
having-
a late
I guess St.
thing?
Patty's.
St.
Or are
Patty's
you
Day?
having corn beef?
corn, comma, beef?
Yeah,
and-
no, that's just a little blob on my screen. It looks like it says corn, comma, beef, comma, cabbage.
Right.
But it's corned beef and cabbage. I am not a big corned beef and we talked about that. I've got to try. I was actually talking
That's the
to
one that was the substitute for pork, right? Is that correct? Remember we were talking about the reason they turned to corned beef, and I don't know why they didn't have any pork.
Oh
around.
yeah. There was something. I don't know.
Was
yeah,
it,
but
was it an immigration thing?
something. We did read something about that, and I don't remember what we
Talking
read.
Irish immigrants. Yeah.
When you buy avocados in packs of 6, place them in refrigerator in cold water, and they'll stay fresh long time.
Boy,
Oh, very nice little.
avocados are the toughest thing to gauge.
Oh, because you don't know if they're ripe or not
Yeah.
Until
I
you
guess
cut
could-
into
I
'em.
guess you get good at it. You know what?
if you squish them.
I buy the stuff that's in the little plastic peel off things. It's pure avocado.
Oh, I know
And
what you're talking about.
I think it's got a little sea salt. That's the only other thing in it. One company makes it with no jalapeno,
Mhm.
nothing. It's
no
just
tomatoes, no nothing.
It's just the avocado,
avocado,
pureed
mushed.
up. I like that because I got a little bit of it.
the little the little containers.
So
Yeah.
you use it as a spread on a bagel, even
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want to do with it. I like
See,
that.
I wish I don't mind the taste of an avocado. I think it's more the texture that gets me
Gotcha.
because it has that squishy but kind of slimy but not slimy texture.
And the fact that if it
And I
turns
just-
brown on you, you can't unsee that.
Well, there's that, but I
You
just
know.
can't.
You have to eat it right away.
Right, but I just can't get it. It's something about the texture. I'm not
Gotcha.
quite
Mhm.
sure what it is. Another thing too. Speaking of tips,
Yeah.
celery. If you have the whole thing of celery in the refrigerator and it starts to kind of do the whole, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Soak it in water. It'll stiffen back up.
There you go.
It basically is going because it's losing it. It's like dehydrating.
dehydrating.
Uh-huh. So if you put it back in
Interesting.
water, it'll go. Whoo.
Okay. Wow.
That's what she said. Sorry, I had to.
That's a whole nother show that we could get in a lot of trouble with.
That one you might have to pay for.
Right. It would be like right after Gary says, put in a little honey and avocados for sweetness. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
See what can happen? Not good.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Yep.
That happens.
And
We watch The Office a lot.
it was great working with you guys.
we watch The Office a lot
Right.
with what's his name?
Steve Cottrell.
Yeah, Steve
Okay.
Cottrell. He always says that on that show.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said. I mean, he's like all the time. Oh my.
Cottrell was on Pawn Stars recently. He was looking for a book. He walks in there
I
and
thought you said something
no.
else.
Pawn Stars
In Vegas, yeah.
in Vegas. And
With,
what's the guys with the no hair?
Uh-huh.
The dad.
The owner. The dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever his name is. So he looks at him and goes, "Are you Steve Carell? What is it? Carell? Whatever. Are you Steve Carell?"
Carell.
He goes, "No, I get that a lot." And he goes, "Yeah, you're a lot shorter." And Carell looks up at him and goes, he knew it was really him. It was Rick. That's right. Yeah.
Rick, that's right. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh, goodness
All
me.
right. All right.
On that
well,
note,
all
my,
right, Lori.
let's go ahead and roll those
I'm gonna have
credits.
to start doing this.
All right,
It
let's,
has to be after 9 p.m. show.
We'll
We can do
daydreaming
this
again. Yeah. It'll be
Gee whiz.
not a morning show.
And today was fun.
Yeah.
Karen, thank you for the biscuits.
Yes, thank
And
you.
your interview about your Southern Shore. So really
That's
had a
pretty
good
neat,
time with that. Chris, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next week. And Leanne, I know
Lee.
you're gone now, but thank you again.
And everybody else that stopped by.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you tomorrow.